What's going on there? Let me get from the 5%. Stop them. Because I'm getting, but my Lord see you born. Huh? He made them. Now, he didn't play. He did what he did. And they sitting there waiting. Listen, the politicians, whoever the preacher next, I'm sorry. The politicians, before Umar passed away, said, after we got the street signs, and I was impressed with that one, you couldn't get in or out of certain avenues on the uptown or downtown side. I was great, right? But accuracy won't clear. They asked, right? So I put the Umar. You're not going to sit down and break bread? And I said, big bread, what do you want to do? Ain't nothing wrong with help. Our police told me that. No trick down the rules on this Supreme now. So we go into anything with the wise eye. But that's important. We need our own, and we need to stay out of each other's way. Out of each other's way, I mean, stop getting each other's way deliberately. But there's a plan in place. Yeah, it's about getting that school correct. Absolutely. But we take the things, we run with it. Come on now. Or kill you. You can't call nobody. Because check this one in. Just like we on here, we ain't the only ones listening to this. You got your devil. First of all, homeboy good. Devil ain't got to do nothing no more. He like this, yo. I'm like, man, I'm in the Virgin Islands with Peter Colada. My work is set. I got you dummies all among one another. So you supreme, okay? Yeah, you do. So that's what we need to do. And and I'm going to have a meeting with whatever ideas we have. See, the priest said, what was his idea? I wonder, what's your idea? This ain't my mission. Also, it's everybody who's doing something in here. So we gonna sit down, whatever we got to do, go out to do. You will hear that. Yeah, there you go. There you are. And if there's some big arms in you can keep moving. Because we need to stop playing and stop putting and pushing. If we don't push, nothing but move. That's real, man. And what's the meaning of civilization? Whatever knowledge was in cultural environment and is not established, it's too happy. So we know the meaning, that means you know the duty. And if you know the duty, you shouldn't be caught up in the knowledge born degree or the wisdom cycle degree. You should be making the knowledge you always be building.
I'll make sure.
Listen, we moving forward. We doing what we got to do, man. You know what I mean? Listen, you ain't got to add on. Have a good day. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen down the road. Like the God got this thing for justice, I'm going to put a nice and pretty fly. Come on, sit down and break bread. You know why? Because we run healthy, strong, and good breeds from us. Yeah, we did, without foolishness. You got people that's multi-millionaires. People that, I'm not doing nothing with you. I know you my nation. Y'all arguing about getting in jail? What you want me to do for you? Oh, no. Get back first. Let me see something different. Then I'll do something different. And they right. Peace, say no more. And with that, man, peace, I love y'all. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Today's supreme mathematics wisdom building for knowledge add on site. Before I get into my bill, I want all my brothers that's in here, all the dogs, hear me out real good. When nation business time comes, I want you all to pay attention to what I introduced to you. 21, 22, we gonna fix that. Us, we, us. And I'm a born science high. But let me just get into it now. A lot of things have been going on, mainly with what's been happening out here on our block. You know, the first thing I want to bring to you all, we got to rewind the tape all the way back to the early years. One of the first laws the law taught was how to clean yourself up. Alright, that was one of the first laws. Now, you out there, I don't care what you're doing, I ain't pointing no fingers. You know, you out there, you smoking weed, whatever it is, drinking, dealing with the science of understanding, messing with what was forbidden, you know what I'm saying? Divine psychology, that's forbidden. That's a law that was forbidden by law. Do you all know that? Yes, sir. You know, that's a law that was forbidden by law. You're doing all these things, and then you being a savage. Oh shit, call yourself more. Yeah, you being a savage. We got 4 bathrooms in here. How dare you piss out there in front of it like that? How dare you do that? You know, and the reason I'm going there like that because, first of all, some of you was around while law was here. And you still caught up in sticks doing the stuff you're doing. I don't have no favoritism. I know some of you for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 10 years, 3 years. But guess what? The last is the first and the first is the last. Alright? It don't matter. You could be a newborn. If you're not right and exact, I'm going to address it like I'm doing now. That's why Allah told his sons that. Son, you don't have to just be righteous. One day, listen to me, one day, you got to be right and exact. Leave everything alone. And he taught you how to master it. I just said it. Leave by leaving it alone. You get mad? I'm going to tell you like First Born Sahib said. Listen, I don't care if you don't like me. I'm from the king. I don't care if you don't like me. Whatever which way you're going to go, you're going to hear it from me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's us. We a nation. All minds got to be one at all times. And let me tell you this too. Everybody sitting in this auditorium, in this parliament, all of y'all are secure. So if you see your brother or sisters, yeah, let me get on that too. Sisters, because a lot of y'all go out there and be on the sidewalk too. We ain't just going to put that on the guards. And I see y'all. So, and you gotta understand something. Everything in this universe is governed by law and order, whether you like it or not. And we have laws, rules, and regulations here. So though they might not be implemented, but guess what? There's a new sheriff in town. Alright? And that's real. There's a new sheriff in town. Like I said, it don't matter how long somebody knows you. Let me give you an example. How this go? We're going to want to take back a little more again. Example is this. Please be upon all of them. My big brother, my great brother. Speaking about Kundalini now. Me and C.I. was the only one, and the father was mad for it. We stood in that door and told him he couldn't come in there because he was exiled. Alright? We stood right in front of that door so he couldn't come in there. And do you know my brother that was with him, the first one from Medina, Raleigh? He was so mad at me. So mad at me that he went home and still ain't never peaced me because I did that. Because I ain't let him in. So I'm one of them brothers that's going to enforce the law. I don't care how big you is, how small you is, because I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? If I have to get to that. You shouldn't have to get to that because you're supposed to be all wise and supreme. And anything that you do, you're supposed to draw that up from mathematics. Anything you do, because that's our language, and that's the way we were taught. Those of us who have understanding. And see, what you need to know, we're in a month that's so significant. This month is so significant to us. Y'all don't even understand what's going on. We had a parliament, right? You remember in '67? April 67, the Sermon on the Mount, the very first parliament. Do you remember that? That's right. Understand cycle date. Over there, Law said a lot of things, man. A lot of things. He said that we was going to be pace setters. He said that we was the guardian angels. You know what I'm saying? He said we was the light of the world. Yeah, that's what the light of the world do. Go on the sidewalk, piss, get high. You on video cameras. You don't even do it there. And the main thing about it, remember what I said. Lord, for me, the way I was taught coming out of Medina, Lord means love Allah wisdom or leave Allah world. How about that? Okay? Now, back to Lord. It ain't even just about you just being on the sidewalk. There's a law in New York City that you're not even supposed to smoke cigarettes in front of the ground or school properties and stuff like that. You already know there's signs posted about not having no drugs. You know, and some of the brothers and sisters like that I see out there, you know, you don't give a damn. So if you don't give a damn, guess what? And if you want to go against the laws, rules, and regulations of this nation, we will run you from amongst us. And won't think twice. And like I said, I don't care if you don't like it. I like it like that. I like it like that. So that shows me that I'm manifesting my powers, which is my will. It's just a shame, man. Children walk with it. This is a community. That's what made this nation so great. In the early years, because the law was tied to the community. The community had its back. And I told you all this month was so significant. I touched on the first parliament, but I'm going to go a little further now. We're going to go to when the law was out, but at the time it wasn't even no nation. Okay? It really wasn't even no nation like that. And at the time that I'm talking about, it was the Wisdom Born Day in April, year 1, 64. We weren't out yet. What happened in April 29th? The Harlem Shakes. They got arrested. Okay? They got arrested. They claim that they killed a colored man on 125th Street. And the reason why I'm bringing that up, because at the time, the brothers that did have knowledge, and Umar was one of them, he used to be around them. Like I said, anything I tell you, check my history, prove me wrong. You know, and that's why in the book, Autobiography of Malcolm X, inside there, we are referenced as the Blood Brothers. That's what they were called. Okay? That's just a little history touch on that. Now, like I said, April is very significant. Very, very, very significant. You know, 2122, Allah got that school because of the great works him and his son did. All right? And it was April 6, year 5, 1968. Gloria Steinbrenner, New York Magazine, did an interview with him. And in that interview, she asked Allah, are you and your father going to walk for Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination? Allah told her yes. You know? And it took place, it started on 145th Street, between 7th and 8th. And the very first guard that was there was Guard Colleen, Power Paper. The reason why, his mom used to live on 148th Street. So that day, they marched from there all the way down to Central Park. This is April. And in Central Park, by the bell shed, that's where Allah gave his speech. You heard ABG. He said that to ABG when ABG went to visit him. Well, that's the first time Allah introduced that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not anti-white, nor pro-black. And I say this to say so you have an understanding. And God Colleen, again, Allah talked to him personally and told him, son, see, talking about Gloria Steinbrenner. She wanted Allah to try to down Dr. Martin Luther King, though he was going to say that he was going to represent him. And let me just add this, and then I'm going to move on. Also, he told Gloria Steinbrenner, if any of my 5% is not in that march, they won't be 5%ers no more. So, whenever we doing something, we always in the forefront. We always the vanguard. We always stand out. We always shine. And then, you know, also, you gotta understand something, man. This is spring. Spring, new crops and new flowers and everything sprout. You know what I'm saying? This is the best time when you got determined ideas or anything to bring them to abreast. Bring them up and let everybody understand and see what's going on. But I gotta address something that was brought to my attention. I ain't know nothing about it. You know, that brother Saladin, and I hope you see me and hear me. That brother Saladin, you put that video up there on some cow stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you got my number, when I called you before about the flag, but I'm not into putting nobody down or nothing. But what you should have did is call the office of Allah. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys might have schools in all the other 11 regions, but this is Mecca, my man. This right here is Mecca, where knowledge and wisdom of the 5% started, when our planet was first founded. You know, and you dead wrong, brother. You dead wrong. Look at the camera. You dead wrong. For real, you dead wrong for doing that. You know, but it's okay though. I'm about to say peace, because when I introduce a nation business time, we're going to be straight after that. As a nation. Peace. Peace. Peace.
I can't hear you.
I'm trying. Listen on here. I'm not a big voice. I scream a lot. But I have to say is necessary. Like God, He covered a lot of people. When He said great minds think alike, His wisdom was so on point that a lot of things that I was forgotten, Lord Shah had already said. But I want to say to y'all, as grown men, let your wisdom build. Let your wisdom speak for itself. I mean, let your wisdom show who you are. Let people see who you are. Because nobody can define you but you. You got to understand it. You walk in your square and you show them your reality on your own. Nobody does that for you. As grown men, I was going to ask you, because God already asked you, what is the meaning of civilization? Once you become civilized, you have a responsibility to stay that way. How do you stay that way? By conducting yourself in a civilized manner. Meaning that you know there are certain things that you must not do, and you know there are certain things that you can do. You got to keep it within them boundaries, right? You ain't a mystery God. So when you start advocating out of your mouth that I can do whatever I want to do, right away you're teaching that dirty religion. Because there are rules and regulations that God has made manifest, man. When He said about the laws, you know what I mean? We understand that, man. We live under them principles, man. No grown man should have to tell you when you're doing something wrong. You already know. You the best knower of what you do. You know that in certain public facilities you cannot do certain things. You know that the eyes and ears of the world is upon us. You know, this is why I heard the God bill too about being easy led in the wrong direction. Hard to get it right. You got to understand that a lot of people are comfortable with that because it's easy to do dumb stuff. It's hard to be right and exact, because that's what right is, means, being right and exact. It's hard to be that. It's hard to walk check out what you're doing, and it don't coincide with what needs to be done, then I know that you're just a mouthpiece. We got a lot of talk, but don't do nothing. We got builders here, man, that's ready to build, that's on standby, ready to just go ahead and make it happen. Let's get together with them brothers. Never mind, but let me tell you something about positivity. Positivity gonna always dominate the narrative. Ain't enough head that come in your midst that ain't doing what he's supposed to do, and you teach what you need to be teaching, he's gonna get crushed. But where's the button? It builds. And when it builds, it destroys anything that's what? Negative. To bring the announcement of what? That site, to make that site of what complete. We know what we got to do. We know that our school, that's our school. Father gave it to us, yes. But now that we have it, what we going to do? There's a lot of things that we can do. That's why I said that when you say I get all I have and all within my power, that's a powerful thing. That's a powerful thing. Because if half of us was given all we had and all within our power, we'd be in another direction right now. You know what I mean? Like God said, we got a tendency of getting each other quick. We got to stop that, man. We got to stop that. If the brother got an idea, listen to it. But he doesn't. If it's peaceful, oh man, fall in place. You know what I mean? Anyway, they have to say, anyway you fit in, a lot of us are going to be in a situation that they don't have to know. If you don't know how anything about construction, you can't tell a guy who does construction all his life how he going to build. You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Get in when you fit in. You know what I mean? What you're capable of doing, that's why our brother Dumar said we had to have a book of resources of what you're capable of doing. You're supposed to sign that book, right? And put your name on what they call it. It was called the Wall of Stars. That was another little program they had. It was peace. It was a way to generate